Back here at TSUTigers.com, our weekly visit with head football coach Rod Reed. And Coach Reed, tremendous victory last week against Florida A&M, start the season off 1-0. The big play that people are going to remember, the 3rd and goal and 4th and goal down at the 1. Take us back to that, and what gave you guys the edge down there?
Well, I think that our guys were conditioned extremely well. We didn't cramp up in that game. If you look at our opponent, they had guys cramping going out of the game at that point. And our guys were still fresh. We played 8 defensive linemen throughout the game. We also played 7 offensive linemen in the game, so it allowed us to kind of be fresh in the 4th quarter when it came down to the nuts and bolts of it.
What does that do for your guys' confidence when they can make a play down there that decides the game?
Well, I think it helps a whole lot, because going into the game, I knew that the offense needed to control the football and keep Florida A&M's offense off the field, which they did. I think we held the ball for 34 minutes in that football game. So our offense did our job by keeping our young defense off the field, and it allowed us to play with a lot of energy on defense. I thought Nick Thrasher led that group by playing fast and playing hard, and he couldn't have played the way he played had it not been for the play of Sam Quan Evans and Mike Murphy, Denzel Jackson, Lamar Wallace, and Antonio Harper, Bass, and all those guys that contributed in the game on the D-line.
When you have a 3.5 hour game like that and it comes down to the end, does that help the players know that when you preach every play matters, whether it's the 1st, 2nd, 4th quarter, it's it can decide the game?
Oh, absolutely. We go by the old adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And I asked them that question on Thursday, who was going to be the weak link, and we held. And that was huge for a young defense to go out there and play with the intensity that they play with, and not only have 1 but 2 goal line stops down there.
Second game of the year at Memphis here against Jackson State. The rivalry again with them. Talk a little bit about what that rivalry is for TSU.
I mean, it goes back, to Coach Merritt, Coach Coleman, Coach Gillum, Coach Whitman, all those guys. My dad, Too Tall Jones. I mean, it's just huge. TSU Jackson State. There's no love lost between these two teams. Everybody knows that, and it is a rivalry, and it's one that gets heated from time to time. But I have a lot of respect for Coach Kamaji and the job that he's doing down there at Jackson State. We've got to raise our level of play and be able to come out and play at a high level on Saturday. They've gotten the best of us the last 2 years down there, so we've got to play well.
What are some of the things they do offensively and defensively, and do they compare to Florida A&M at all?
They spread the field. They have a lot of weapons. Drury is a big target for them. Richardson is a good target for him on the outside. He's a speed guy. Drury's a guy that works the middle for him. And they said they want to try to get the transfer in. I can't think of his name right offhand, but I know he wears number 1, and he's a good football player. And their 2 running backs catch the ball extremely well out of the backfield. And that big line, they'll get to leaning on you from time to time and run the read zone. So they can hurt you in a lot of different ways. They played an SEC opponent. I know they feel like they're coming down and playing somebody that's equal to them, and they want to see what they can do against a talent like we have.
You mentioned the SEC team they played last week, and when you look at film, you look at what they did last year, what they did against you last year, and you try to get stuff from them this year, but how much do you use that considering who they played in and what the score was?
Well, I mean, they have to work on things too. I mean, it's the beginning of the year. I'm sure that there are some things that they did not show offensively. But they have to work on their offense. They're not going to go in there and hold back. I think I know Coach Kamaji better than that. He went in there to win that football game. Obviously, you're playing against guys. They have more scholarships than you have. They'll be able to get a little bit better talent than you have. So, but he went in there to win, and I'm sure that they'll make the jump that you make between week 1 and 2, and you'll see a better football team on Saturday night. But we don't have the luxury to say, well, they got 50 put on them by Mississippi State. Last year we went out to Air Force and we got throttled a little bit, and we came back and got it together and kind of pieced it together toward the end of the season and went on a run there. So we know what to expect from these guys. We know that they're a big play team. They have some awesome weapons. They're good on defense. So we've got to work it out.
Team will be in Memphis on Friday. What are some of the things you're going to be doing off the field on Friday?
We'll travel there. We'll leave here about 8 o'clock in the morning. I think we're scheduled to get there about 12:30. The first stop we'll go to is I have a coach's luncheon at noon, but the team will be over at St. Jude's Children's Hospital in Memphis, signing some autographs, reading books to the kids over there, and getting a tour of the facility. And we always think that's important for our guys to get out and see different things and be able to give back to the community. I think last year we went to the Civil Rights Museum. It's just to get our guys some exposure. This is a bowl game type atmosphere. We want our guys to feel that bowl game atmosphere and know that this is a big game, but you're also responsible for your civic duty also.
Right, good luck this week, Coach, and I'll talk to you next week. First game at Hale Stadium.
All right, thank you so much.